This episode of the In Session Real Estate TV show is brought to you by The Power is Now. Kenny Session has over 25 years in the real estate business in the Bay Area. Kenny is the past president of the California Association of Real Estate Brokers and the past president of Associated Real Property Brokers. And now, your host, your real estate broker, Kenny Session.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the In Session Real Estate TV show. We really appreciate you taking some time out of your morning to watch our show. I am Kenny Session, the broker and CEO of Session Real Estate. I've been in business since 1987 and this show has been in production since 1997. We're happy to be here now on Coffee TV where we will be able to share pertinent information with you on a weekly basis. This is not an infomercial. This is a real estate TV show. Good morning and welcome to another edition of the In Session Real Estate TV show. As you see today, I have my whole family on set with me. We're here to, this is our finale show. This is not a reunion show. This is the finale of the first season of the In Session Real Estate TV show here on Coffee TV. And I just wanted to bring my family out to say thank you guys for tuning into the show. And I wanted to introduce you to them. On this year, we've had a wonderful time shooting shows and bringing this information to you. We've brought you shows about how to buy a house with no money down. We brought you shows that talk about probate and how to eliminate probate. We've had Operation Hope on. We've had just a plethora of shows that we hope have been a blessing and a benefit to the community. So now what I'd like to do is just introduce you to my family. And this is the first guest on the show is little DJ, my grandson DJ. He's, what is he, about a month and a half old, 2 months old. And he's the heir to the throne. This is the number 2 heir. Then I have my grandson Antonio here. Antonio, I know I'm kind of going out of order, but why don't you tell him a little about yourself? What grade are you in? Tell him what grade you in and a little bit about you.
I'm in 5th grade.
And what school do you go to?
I go to Craigmont and Berkeley Hills.
And the Berkeley Hills. And what kind of activities do you like?
Reading, writing, math, language arts, and I like science.
Okay. And you're getting prepared to run Session Real Estate at some point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's number 1 heir to the throne. And then right here to my immediate left is my beautiful fiance. We just got engaged, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. Dr. Ida Lewis. She's a pharmacist. Why don't you tell them a little something about yourself and wish the folks a Merry Christmas.
My name is Dr. Ida Lewis, and I am a pharmacist. I've been a pharmacist since '91. In the business for a long time. I love my career choice. And it's an opportunity for me to give on a daily basis. I just like to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there.
Okay, well, that's my fiance. She's a little camera shy, but we're going to keep it pushing today. Baby, I thank you for coming and spending this Christmas show with us, our finale. We're not going to do none of that stuff that they do on them other shows for reunions either. This is a finale. Now I'd like to introduce you to my new son, Jordan, or my soon-to-be son, Jordan. He just came home a couple days ago from Fisk University, his first year at Fisk University. Jordan, why don't you tell him, how was your first year at Fisk University?
Well, my first year at Fisk University, it was very interesting. I had to get used to the new environment and the tough assignments that they were putting on us. It's very challenging to start off and move from a high school to college, but I'm glad I got the experience so far.
Okay, and how was it to be home, your first trip back home for Christmas? How is it? How are you being treated now? Are they treating you still like little Jordan? Or I know your mom is treating you like little Jordan, but what is your experience like coming home for Christmas?
Well, it's different. Everybody's seeing me in a new light. I've been told that I've been mature a lot more. Of course, everybody keeps saying that, oh, I've gotten taller. But it's nice being treated as more of an adult, and because I've lived on my own and I've been taking care of the business like I was supposed to be. So it's a nice transition coming back.
Great. And tell me, when do you head back to college?
I'm heading back January 3rd.
Okay, so he's going to be here through the holidays with us, and we're going to be celebrating as a family, and I'm quite excited about what he's doing. And I also want to say thank you, man, for your permission for allowing me to marry your mother, because we did have that conversation too. And he gave his permission. Is that okay?
Thank you, son.
And now I want to introduce you to my second daughter, Miss Victoria Session. She's standing right behind me. Miss Victoria, won't you say Merry Christmas to the people and tell them a little something about yourself?
Hi. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm Victoria, and I am Mr. Sessions' second daughter. I've been watching my dad do this for many years, so it's great to be back in the fold again. So, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Okay. My daughter's a little modest as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where do you work? You work Berkeley High School, Berkeley Community School,
Unified.
Berkeley Unified School, so she's back in the education business. You know, I'm quite proud of her. You know, she's evolved after coming home from college and getting involved in some things that she loves to do. So we're quite excited about that. Then lastly, the person that's not on the set right now, there's two. There's actually my daughter, Candace Marie Session, which is behind the cameras today. And she did not want to be on air today, but I'm going to bust her out as well because this is a family show. This is about the Session family and the Reed family. Just coming together to wish you guys a happy or a Merry Christmas. My daughter Candace is the mother of DJ. He's also the mother of Antonio Edwards Jr. And Candace, would you like to say anything from behind the camera?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Well, folks.
And a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year. Now, the only one that did not get to talk is little DJ. Little DJ, what you want to say? Say Merry Christmas. He's not going to talk to y'all yet. Maybe next year he'll be ready to speak out for you. But hold on, let's take a break real quick. We're going to be right back in just a second.
My name is Eric Frazier, and I'm a mortgage broker. And I have a program that can help you buy a home today. In fact, it's an FHA no-no. That means no money down, no closing costs. You need to call me. If you're serious about buying a home, don't procrastinate, don't wait, call today. These programs do not last forever. Interest rates are going up, housing is going higher. The time to buy is today. Apply to buy now. With Eric Frazier, Mortgage Brokerage.
This is why you took a second job. While you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. While you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Call 888-995-HOPE today.
Do you need income protection? Call Don Hills, Independent Insurance Broker.
Hello, I'm Dawn Hills with DMH Insurance, and I'm an independent insurance broker. Income protection helps families when you're injured and can't work. Life insurance is legacy planning and can also protect your mortgage. Call me, Dawn Hills, for a free consultation to protect you and your family. Dawn Hills Insurance for your every need.
Here at Infinity Investments, it's our mission to build a portfolio of investment property communities and a large network of investors, buyers, sellers, and tenants whom we serve by operating with character, integrity, and a commitment to excellence. And as our gift to you, we like to invite you out to one of our free monthly seminars where you'll learn the fundamentals of how to buy, own, and operate multifamily properties. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Well, welcome back, folks. We're here with my family again. I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. Today was just a kind of a kickback show for us to celebrate Christmas with you, as Christmas is coming up on Friday. And we really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch us. We've had a lot of great, interesting shows this year, and we really want you guys to sit back and watch some of the highlights of some of the stuff we've done this year. Not to mention, we've got some great shows that are going to be coming up in the new year. But again, this is our last show for the year. We really want to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas. We appreciate you guys watching the show. But we're going to do some of the snippets and show you some of the shows that we've shot this year. They're groundbreaking shows. We believe that these shows have made a difference in our community, and we've been hearing the same thing. We've been getting lots of calls and feedback on the show. So we really that you would just take a look and down memory lane with us, the shows that we've had this year. Here they are. You're watching the In Session Real Estate TV show. I'm Kenny Session. Our next snippet is Miss Dawn Hills. She's going to offer information about asset protection insurance. Now, here's Dawn. We all run into issues in life. You know, I've had issues in life. I'm sure many of our community people that are watching today have had issues where they've lost their jobs and stuff like that. So won't we just talk about why are you so passionate about this? Because I know, you know, you've been bugging me about it for years. But tell them why you're so passionate about this. What happened to make you so passionate?
I have two stories.
Let's get the best one.
The best story is I've been preparing to become an entrepreneur since '98. This is the first time I've ever told anyone, so here we go. And during that preparation, I was hit by a car at 60 miles an hour. My kids were in high school, and junior in high school, senior in high school. I was out of work for 18 months, recovering. Had I had income protection, for those 18 months, my income would not have been negatively impacted. Unfortunately, all I had was the state disability, which took a year to come through. And I had to depend on my family, which was stressful because I'm a very independent person, which most people are. That buy a house, they are respectful, they're responsible, they're appreciative of what they do to get what they have and keep it.
Mm-hmm. And you know, and that's very important. You know, as you know, I've been in business for 28 years, and believe it or not, I've known her probably all of those 28 years. We've known each other for a long time, and I remember that time. It was a very rough time in your life. But the other thing that happens, we know just in our recent past that many people lost their homes because they lost their jobs or companies were closed down. And won't you talk about a win story that you've had where someone that did get this in protection and it ended up helping them through these hard times? Won't you talk about one of those?
Interesting. I have that one as well. I fell down and I knocked the wind out of myself, and my blood pressure went through the roof, and I couldn't work. And I went home. And I went through the chiropractor, acupuncturist, did all of my health care, no problem. And I healed inside of 6 weeks because I knew I had my income protected, because I've protected $5,000, which is the nut that I need to live. Mm-hmm. And in 30 days, I had a check, so I wasn't stressed. And what a lot of people don't realize, stress is why you don't heal. Because I was able to heal, I was back to work in 6 weeks, opposed to 18 months.
Well, let me ask you this. I know that I'm just going to ask what I believe the community would ask is how much does this kind of stuff cost? Is it based on your age? Is it based on what is some of the criteria that's going to be used in order to come up with a cost? And what kind of average costs are we talking about?
Are you average?
I'm beyond average.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So each individual has their own story. As I stated at the beginning of our conversation, everything is about your health. The younger you are, the more you can protect your income. Mm-hmm. The older you are, the more imperative that you protect your income. So whatever it costs, it really doesn't matter. Because you can't put a price on your well-being, your health, and your life, your quality of life. You can't put a dollar on that.
And our next interview is Mr. Joe Larkin. Mr. Joe Larkin, which is a good friend of mine, he's going to offer you information about property taxes and property tax appeals. Now, here's Joe Larkin.
Real estate taxation, it only encompasses 5% of the total test. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, and you know, it's only 5%, but it's huge. And we know that the counties depend on our real estate taxes because it's vital to the community services that we, provide, whatever community you live in, whether it's the schools, the fire, the police, emergency services. It's a lot of people depend on that. But at the same time, part of the goal is property taxation is you want to find out what's the quote unquote fair market value. And so we want the opportunity to be fair because you don't want to be overassessed, and at the same time it wouldn't be fair to be underassessed. And so again, it's important. So hopefully I covered that. So we talked about how they can get it.
Yeah, how they can get it.
Yes, the name of the form.
The name of the form, where to get it. Now I want to just talk a little bit about their tax bill because I know, man, I have a hard time with mine.
Yes, sir.
Just talk about the bill a little bit.
Pretty much your tax bill is broken up into several different sections. Section 1 pretty much talks about and describes the owner, the assessed address, the address of the property. When you look to the right, it has a lot of special assessments and charges. Each county is also assessed at least 1% of the property tax value. So when you look at your tax bill, depending on where you live, and not only where you live, what I mean by that is the city that you live in, the part of the city that you live in, it can vary because people vote for different bonds and assessments. So depending on where you live, you have a tax bill that's based on 1 point something, something, something. And let me give you an example. In Alameda County, there are 14 cities, but let's choose, again, we're in Oakland, so let's choose the city of Oakland. The city of Oakland has to pay off bonds and assessments for like the Raider deal, okay? So your taxes for those if you live here, because until that's paid off, as bonds and assessments are paid off, then you'll see that 0.00, that number starts to decrease. For those who, have other services like paramedics, schools, the ambulance services, and so these things factor the 1 point something something. So after you add up all of those charges, then when you drop pretty much in the middle of the tax bill, it has your first installment, and then it has the amount for your second installment. But to the left, paragraph number 5, it says important messages. A lot of people don't key on that important message aspect, but it's crucial because oftentimes people can actually lose their property if they fail to pay a prior tax bill. Now, if you don't pay your tax bill on a tax roll and 5 years has gone by, then the county has the right to sell that property. And oftentimes people get their tax bill, maybe they had a garbage lien on there that they didn't pay. So if you don't pay your garbage bill,
they get on the bill.
Yes, it puts a lien on there. And so depending upon, again, what community you live in, but that paragraph 5 has some vital and important information, and it's very crucial because you can save yourself a lot of time, headache, and money by really focusing in on that. So that's pretty much what you have as far as the tax bill is concerned.
My name is Eric Frazier, and I'm a mortgage broker. And I have a program that can help you buy a home today. In fact, it's an FHA no-no. That means no money down, no closing costs. You need to call me. If you're serious about buying a home, don't procrastinate, don't wait, call today. These programs do not last forever. Interest rates are going up, housing is going higher. The time to buy is today. Apply to buy now. With Eric Frazier, Mortgage Brokerage.
We're back, and we're here with my family on this morning. Just sharing a few minutes with you guys. I just wanted to show you my family. This is why I work so hard. These are the folks why we do this show. In addition to doing it for you, to educate you, because we know that our community is destroyed because of a lack of knowledge. When it comes to real estate, we hope that we will be that choice that you would call for information. You can call my office number at any given time if you have questions about real estate, you have issues with real estate, you have anything that you'd like to talk about. You would generally get me or one of my agents will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. One thing that we don't want to happen is that people to be taken advantage of in our community. We see a lot of that. I get calls from people every day where after they've already been taken advantage of. I would say that if you have a question and you're not sure about what's going on, my number is right here, 568-510-568-4200. You can call that number just about 24 hours a day, and either you're going to get me or you're going to get a call back within, usually pretty quick. But that's what we're here for, to be a resource for you, to be a listening ear for you, to help you solve your problems. Because again, real estate is one of our biggest investments that we can make in our lifetime, and we don't need to squander that. Many of us have lost a lot of wealth in the last 5 years by losing our homes. Many of us have lost jobs, and we're here to be that fill-in point when it comes to real estate. Whether we do your deal, we're not here to help you sell a house. If you need to sell one, I can do that. Or if you need to buy one, I've got agents that can help you do that. But overall, we're here as an information center for you. You can call us and get information on anything real estate that you would like. So stay tuned, watch some of our highlights, and we'll be right back. Our last snippet is from Steve Peterson, who specializes in commercial real estate. Now here's Steve. Just recently, with people using 100% financing to buy income property, and the property, and they're going in the door with a negative cash flow, and then when something happens, it just there's no way to recover. You want to talk a little bit about that that type of mistake that people make, because it's not all hunky-dory, but there are major mistakes that investors have made. You want to talk about a little bit about that?
And I think it's something that we saw maybe for the first time in history on an institutional level. You had major institutions making these mistakes, and it basically is over leverage. So when you buy a property and it has too much debt, and the reason why someone would do that is because, hey, I don't have to put money down.
I don't have no money. Right? I don't have no money to put down.
Right, and so I can go buy this property. The challenge is that the net operating income, the money that's left over after you collect rent and you pay your expenses, is not enough to pay the mortgage. And if it's not enough to pay the mortgage, it's certainly not going to pay you.
That's a horrible deal.
That's a horrible deal. And a lot of people got into those horrible deals. A lot of companies got into those horrible deals because they got wrapped up into the philosophy of it's just going to keep going up. Real estate, it's real estate. They're not making it anymore. They're just going to keep going up. Well, real estate is cyclical. It goes up and it goes down.
Right.
And we have to remember that. Therefore, the numbers have to make sense. When I say the numbers have to make sense, the net operating income not only has to pay the mortgage, but it also has to pay you. It has to provide a cash flow. And if you don't budget for it to pay you, when things go wrong, you're going to have to pay for it. So that's the biggest thing you don't want to do. You don't want to put too much debt on a property to the point where all the income for the property is going to pay the debt and there's nothing left over. The only time you would go into a property where there's high leverage or higher than normal leverage is that the income is higher than normal, and it's able to not only support that leverage but also pay you.
Right.
And when I say pay you, that's your cash flow, and you have to budget that in. That's the whole point of buying income property.
And that's why I asked that question, because I know that I've personally made that mistake, buying something that was over leveraged. And at the end of the day, that even though I didn't put very much of my money into the transaction, even though I wasn't totally, I didn't have much money in the deal, it ended up costing me a lot of money, because at the end of the day, like you said, as soon as one of those tenants didn't pay the rent, as soon as I think we had a plumbing backup, and just any small thing that happens can just knock you all the way off the Richter scale, and then it start costing you money to try to save your butt.
Right, and when you got into it with the whole purpose of, hey, I'm going to make an income, this property, I'm going to buy this property, and it's going to supplement my income, it's going to develop passive cash flow, I'm building with, that's the purpose of why we buy properties like this. But if we don't get the fundamentals right, we can end up out of the business quicker than we got in.
And that's why I wanted to have Steve here, folks, because I know that I've made mistakes, because his lane, the lane that he's in, is not the lane that I specialize in. I know a lot of the stuff, but by no means do I consider myself an expert or anything close to an expert when it comes to commercial or in major income buildings. Steve is the person that I would send you to if you call me and ask me that. I don't try to get in someone else's lane. That's another thing we need to talk about. It's people that are in the business that are trying to do what you do and don't have enough information. Can you elaborate on that? Because I know you got agents as well, and some of them are not qualified.
Well, and that's a great point, Kenny. And it's important for people to get a real good understanding of the business, especially commercial. But any element of real estate, you should develop an expertise, right, or specialty. You don't want to be the jack of all trades and a master of nothing. You want to get one or two topics really down pat to where you know it like the back of your hand.
Do you need income protection? Call Don Hills, Independent Insurance Broker.
Hello, I'm Dawn Hills with DMH Insurance, and I'm an independent insurance broker. Income protection helps families when you're injured and can't work. Life insurance is legacy planning and can also protect your mortgage. Call me, Dawn Hills, for a free consultation to protect you and your family. Dawn Hills Insurance for your every need.
Here at Infinity Investments, it's our mission to build a portfolio of investment property communities and a large network of investors, buyers, sellers, and tenants whom we serve by operating with character, integrity, and a commitment to excellence. And as our gift to you, we like to invite you out to one of our free monthly seminars where you'll learn the fundamentals of how to buy, own, and operate multifamily properties. Look forward to seeing you soon.
This lovely 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home is located at 3920 Edwards Avenue in Oakland, California. It has totally remodeled bathrooms, a large updated kitchen with stainless steel appliances, glistening hardwood floors, and a huge backyard. It is listed at $460,000. This 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom great starter home is located at 111 Pacific Court in Vallejo, California. It features a 2-car garage and is listed at $245,000. This 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom great starter home is located at 310 Marina Way in Richmond, California. This home is a quick walk to Richmond BART Station and is listed at $229,000. This charming 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom corner lot is located at 2751 Fruitvale Avenue in Oakland. It features a separate unfinished unit and is listed at $497,500. This 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom beauty is located at 1620 Russell Street in Berkeley. It features a 1-car garage, large country kitchen, and a separate man cave. Priced to sale at $875,000.
Again, thank you guys for watching the snippets of our shows that we've done this year. We're quite excited about them, and we hope that you come back and join us in the new year. And remember this, Jesus Christ is Lord. He loves you. We love you. And he is the reason for the season. If now we all can say, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
For advertising information on the In Session Real Estate TV show or to buy or sell real estate, give us a call at 510-568-4200 and log on to our website at sessionrealestate.net. This episode of the In Session Real Estate TV show was brought to you by The Power Is Now.